Fine. The next poem for class 12 that I have the word for word explanation with me is Keeping Quiet by Pablo Neruda. And the important thing regarding this poem is the opening sentence. Now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still. The significance of the use of numeral 12 is important. And the next thing that is important is in the opening, in addition to what I've just said, opening sentence, he says, now we will keep quiet. And in the end, quite opposite, diametrically opposite, says, now I will count up to 12, you keep quiet, and I will go. This has to be understood. In addition to many other things that need understanding. So basically, by now you have an idea what this piece of poetry is. So I will not delve into details, except for the fact that in my previous presentation of Keeping Quiet by Pablo Neruda, I did not have the text. Now I have the text. So I'll be able to discuss this piece of poetry word for word. This particular piece of poem by Pablo Neruda, which is actually a translation in English. It was not written in English by Pablo Neruda. It's a translation. He talks about how difficult these times are. There is toil, there is strife, there is struggle, there is degradation, there is depravity regarding nature, regarding morals, there is degradation of the environment, and there is degradation or depravity in the morals. So Pablo Neruda wonders how things have come to such a pass. There must have been some time in the past of human history that things were pretty good, quite good. So what has happened? That there is a lot of anxiety, many problems, within, without, that is inside human beings and outside human beings. And because Pablo Neruda thinks, and we all can very well understand, that man himself is responsible for all the problems, within and without again. Therefore, man is the only creature that can offer solutions to these problems that mankind faces. And there are so many problems that mankind faces today. So the only way out is to have a collective exercise of introspection. Now the word collective, the adjective collective is very important. Collective exercise. That means collective exercise in letter and in spirit. In letter and in spirit. Collective. That simply means that the entire humanity is to take part in this collective exercise of introspection or keeping quiet. The reason is, even if a single individual is left out, the exercise would turn out to be a fruitless exercise. Therefore, the stress is on inclusiveness, and that is and how to bring about inclusivity or how to bring about inclusiveness, how to include everyone. Before we venture into the poem, we must understand that this is a near impossible exercise for everyone to sit down for introspection immediately after the signal is given by Pablo Neruda. And he says he will use a count of 12. Now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still, keep quiet, introspect regarding the possible solutions to the problems that beset mankind. We will count to 12. Now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still. He uses a count of 12, not 3, not any other count. This is also quite intriguing. If you consider the title Keeping Quiet, it also has 12 letters. The phrase keeping quiet is also made of 12 letters. So you see the unity of this piece of poetry. It's a complete whole. It's a it shows unparalleled unity not seen anywhere else, seen in very few circumstances, very few creations. So 12 has to be understood. Why 12? This has to be understood.